Hello from my side. My name is Teemu Tapanila. I'm a CTO of Mallow. We have been working close to 3 years together with Aidon, helping them with their data solutions and basically keeping production running. Today we are not going to talk about specific projects. Basically, Tomi is going to tell you more about what Aidon does and what they have basically been achieving past 20 years. We have not been together with 20 years. We are a 3 years old company. Cannot take a glory for all of that, but we have been helping lately with data especially. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Teemu. Good morning on my behalf, and indeed, we are here to tell a little bit of a story on how data has transformed rather traditional business into something quite different. I want, of course, given this kind of an opportunity to address this sort of a crowd, I want to start provocative. Hello, dear friends, ABB and Kone in the audience. I want to, when addressing my own teams, I want to shake them up a little bit that Aidon is probably one of the largest manufacturers of electronic devices and wirelessly communicating devices in Finland, if you take away smartwatches and mobile phones, which probably are no longer Finnish. We have 5 million devices deployed in the Nordics, in the field. And these devices make around 400 million data operations every day into our systems. So that is this kind of scale that we are dealing with in our business every day, daily. And this, we've been talking data, AI every day. Things tend to be a little bit abstract at times. For us, it makes it quite concrete. Teemu is holding here, we brought in a prop, this is the real thing. You may have seen this at your homes. We are rolling these out in Finland as part of the new metering rollouts as the meters are being renewed in Finland. So these are the things that we are dealing with. Our customers are the energy distribution companies. The local monopolies, highly regulated companies that do enjoy not so perhaps positive press occasionally, but who are also have highly demanding regulations and requirements put on them on distribution security and distribution demands that you do indeed get the electricity all on every hour on the level that you are expecting. And those requirements are of course reflected on our products and services, how we provide them to the customers. So this is the context and environment where we are playing on the market. Aidon is a 20 years old company. We actually celebrated the 20 years just a few weeks back with our customers and our personnel. We deliver technologies and services in the energy market in the Nordics. And just exactly 1 year ago, we joined an international energy sector conglomerate called Gridexpertise, which has its roots in Italy. Has a pretty much similar kind of portfolio of services and technology as we do. So now we are part of a bigger family and making international steps, for example, in the Central Europe to Germany, Austria, and so forth. So interesting times of change for us as a company. What is it that we do, especially now with regard of data? When I talk to Teemu and ask this question, I usually get something on this sort of a bit on the complex side of things. But it's true. Things tend to be complex. There's lots of communication and data systems, storages, and systems involved. And it tends to be a lengthy discussion. when I address my management and sales, I try to simplify and you know, to convey the message that what it is in a simpler form. If I synthesize the story, where we come from and how it is, so Aidon started as a technology vendor on the energy market. So the meters where we started from, and that was accompanied with the backend systems where the meters and communication solutions to deliver the data from the meters. And initially, our customers themselves or some of the partners operated this infrastructure. And these were kind of very privately built communication networks that the customers then used to initially get basically the billing information. So based on your consumption, you got the bill out of the electricity used. And this was where these things got started 20 years back. Now, during the past 10 years, we made a conscious transition and with our customers in cooperation, building our offering and operations into the direction that we are operating this metering infrastructure as a service to our customers. So from all the way from the meters up to the APIs, we run this infrastructure as a service to the customer, managing the technical complexity basically as an outsourced business process for the customer. So the customer don't need to mind the technical complexity at all, enjoy the high quality data streams on the agreed SLA, and we take care of the rest. And this is, for example, how it is majority of the new renewal systems renewal deals have been taken care of in Finland. And this is the mode of operation how we do it nowadays at Aidon. We call this metering as a service model that is being applied over here. This service is accompanied with digital applications, so enriching the information, providing view to the data, to the infrastructure on communication processes or the systems, providing tools to the customers to run their daily operations, for example, for workforce management or power grid quality information, and also different kind of professional services or services to deploy the meters into the field and so forth. So or manage the metering infrastructure over the lifetime. So basically supporting customers to run the infrastructure over their lifetime. The customers still do acquire the meters from us, since the incentive model on the metering regulation incentivizes the customers to do so, and this is what you read in the press. So this is what dictates their profit, what they are able to charge on the customers. But this is how things have changed over time, and what it has meant to us is that instead of selling hardware and charging on software licenses, more and more part of our business is actually based on the data and the quality of the data that we deliver to the customers. Truly, our contracts are based on basically, if you would call it, subscriptions and what level of SLAs we reach on delivery of the data. And this is a major transformation then on our daily processes and operations, how we run it. It is also a transformation for our customers. So traditionally, they started the operation, or if we go 20 years back, indeed, the remote reading of the meters was initially started just to get the data out for billing purposes, so that they are able to, in a very handy and automated fashion, to charge the customer for the consumption of the electricity. Now the information is being used for variety of purposes across the organization. So to get, as I mentioned, we do get 400 million data points per day from the meters. And you are able to turn it up a notch if you wish to apply configurations on the meters. You are able to get basically real-time insights on the low voltage network, what is going there, which you traditionally haven't had. And this is very valuable now that the energy transition goes forward. You have electric vehicles, you have solar panels. We have had situations where we have electricity shortages, where we need to judge that, where do we shut down grids perhaps, or we need to adjust some loads. All this information is valuable, extremely valuable when we go forward. So how do we adjust the loads across the network? On customer service, this information is valuable on when people move from flats to another, planning ahead where to put investments on building the grid, where the maintenance operations should be applied, and so forth, so forth. So all of this information is being used by our customers in their daily operations. This is a big change in their work. For us, planning ahead in our product development, I didn't use the word AI here. I used intelligent algorithms because AI Act is going to be a big thing in critical infrastructure. If you have familiarized yourself to the AI Act, the critical infrastructure is high-risk systems, and we are going to be kind of looked upon with a loop. So intelligent algorithms, we wish to look how we can apply them to automate these service processes. There probably are going to be good wins over there. Also, on these edge applications that we have or devices that we have on the grid, there are opportunities, for example, to have algorithms there that can autonomously perform operations to optimize the grid, for example, in power shortage situations, to route the electricity network in such fashion that the outages are shorter or cover a lesser area. So these are just a few examples that are in our interest. But again, an application based on data, information, combined around the network. What we have learned, and what you could also use in perhaps in other areas than ours. I would say that the data with your knowledge on your domain will guide you to the value. When you take your know-how on your market or on your business and combine it with the information that you have, you will find things that you wouldn't have seen otherwise. This is what we have learned. Be it phenomena on the electricity network or on your processes, we have found things that we wouldn't have found otherwise if we didn't have combined this data together and applied algorithms on them. Speak out on your work. We are working with great partner network. If we didn't have had these partners, we couldn't have done it alone. And then also speak out to your work. I'm speaking here. We are in central Finland. You don't know about us. We don't get our word heard here in Helsinki since we're coming from Jyväskylä. So it's good to get to be known. And act early. There will be hurdles in the way, be it technological. We've been hitting our head to the wall on several technical hurdles, and going ahead and try and maybe we should have switched the approach after a couple of failures already. the hurdles can be also legislative or contractual or otherwise. So I would say that do the switch earlier than later, because it comes expensive the further down the line you go. And be brave. And this be brave comes from the conservative market that I'm working on. So people are kind of very shy on taking on these new things, but the new things can really leverage your value. Thank you for the opportunity.